Hey, yo.
If I can be serious for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Acknowledge me.
Here we go. Welcome. Episode number 105 of the Sit Down Marks podcast. What's going on, everybody? It was a huge weekend. We got a lot to talk about here on the Sit Down Marks podcast today. What's going on, you bunch of giggly girl boxes today?
Don't treat me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man. Treat me like a China. That's all we got. That's what
I don't know.
all you
I
got?
don't even know if that's the next line of the song.
Yeah.
That's the vibe, right? That's the vibe.
Yeah. Have a good time.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
I'm not like most girls.
Don't treat me like a woman. Don't treat me like a man.
What's the next line of that? No, I don't even know. Doesn't matter.
it really doesn't matter. Welcome, everybody. What's going on, boys? How's everybody doing? Welcome. How's your Monday? You guys have a big weekend. Well, hey, I seen AJ. I know what he did.
Yeah.
Everything good with you, man? How's your weekend?
Me?
Any one of you? Sure.
It was fun filled. Yeah, it's good, man. Don't treat me like you know me. Is that it?
Yes, don't treat me like you know me.
Don't think you.
You think you know me? You think
you know me?
You think you know me? You think you know me?
Don't treat me like you know me. Don't treat me like you know me.
Oh man. That was a good weekend. How you guys doing?
I mean, we did some things. Well,
yeah.
DB
apparently.
did some things. I just watched
Apparently.
some things.
You big timers.
But I'm not a big timer. I just stood in the back with Tori and made fun of people, whereas Dirty was actually doing stuff.
Yeah. I got to stand around
He's
a
a
bunch
doer.
of. I got to stand around a bunch of ECW legends and try not to
It's
myself and and geek out. But
sitting in Gorilla with all these fucking awesome people and
pinching myself, dude. Like Jay gave me the best job I've ever had, man. Like honestly.
oh yeah, well I got to be a wall for Hartenbauer.
Yeah.
Where we were standing in the back, like Mike comes around and because the curtain and the entrance they were like next to each other, and he comes around, he like grabs me, he's like, "Stand in front of me." I was like, "Mike, you're twice the size of me. I'm not blocking anything."
Right.
I gave it a go. No one saw him, so I guess I did a pretty good job.
I'm as big as your arms.
Mike, you're seriously 2 times of me. But I did it. Yeah, so suck on that, Dirty.
Yeah, it was a blast, man. We're going to talk about that this weekend. I got to meet one of the nicest men in wrestling. You know, when you meet people like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, you always hear good stories, and then you talk to him, and you're like, wow, what a nice soul this man is. Like, it was really cool, man. He was just a big old teddy bear, man. You know what I mean? But I tell you what I loved about it, like, even at that age, motherfucker's still a professional, because right when he's about to come through, he's getting fired up, man, and he hits through the curtain and he comes through, and as soon as he comes through, everybody comes through. Like I go to the monitor because I want to see them coming out, on the other side of the curtain. You know what I mean? And as soon as he came through with that 2x4, he was strutting like 1988 going to the Rumble, dude. Like I was like,
so
just
awesome.
like he still had that walk, man. Like even at that age, like it was amazing. Yeah.
So he knows how to turn it on, huh?
Yeah. Still, and just a beautiful man. I'll talk about that quickly, but yeah. So got a lot of compliments on the podcast at the Dreamwave show this weekend too. So that was really cool.
You're welcome, guys.
See some people were checking out the pod. So, a lot of people were complimentary on the Christian Rose podcast, who, spoiler alert, fast forward 2 seconds if you don't want to hear this, won the Dreamwave Heavyweight Championship title. Yeah.
He won it.
Yeah.
And did you see what he was calling himself?
What was he calling himself?
Working man's champion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
That's right. Yeah.
When I saw it, I
Yeah.
marked the fuck out. I was like, Eric did that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. It was cool to see him with the belt afterwards too, man. He was very prideful. You know, he like I said, he's been with that promotion forever. So to be back on top as champion was cool.
Go back
It's
to
an
listen to
awesome
episode
match.
103 with Christian Rose.
That's
Return
right.
to the pod.
Yeah. Go check it out. It was awesome, man. So he's back on top in Dreamwave. So that was cool for us to be able to interview him, and then he ended up winning the title. So that was cool. But yeah, it was a big fun weekend. We'll talk about that here shortly. But Primo, kick us off, man. Let's see what the old Jukity Box has in store for us.
Oh, wise Jukity Box. What do you got for us? I don't know.
Now with the best friends.
DJ Dirty Bird on the ones and twos.
I love that little. That's what Jukity Box sounds like.
Right.
I keep searching here, Primo. Just give me a second.
Slip a quarter in me.
I give you all you want.
All right, boys. It's time to talk about what we're going to talk about. So, obviously, we got a lot of things to talk about after the Dreamwave card last Saturday night. But let's talk about this pod. This week, it's AJ versus Primo in Last Man Standing, which I got a nice little addition for the boys today. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world of wrestling, and we're going to do a little WWE Elimination Chamber preview, just quick little picks of the matches. And, you know, I'm watching a lot of Rocky 3 this weekend, so there's one time in there where Rocky's just beating the shit out of Clubber Lang, you know, and Clubber Lang, he's telling me, he's bringing on. I got a whole lot of mo. So the theme for tonight is we got a whole lot of mo wrestling to talk about.
A
whole lot of
A lot of
mo. Yeah.
mo.
That
A lot of
fucking
mo.
sucked as a transition, but
Yeah, it was bad, but I
that's where
loved
we
it.
are. Yeah,
Do you guys remember when Mr. T was in Starrcade? It was like Starrcade, like it was like 7 years after his relevancy was over. And in his match, he was wearing like a old timey like jail outfit, and he had like a long sleeping cap on. Do you guys remember that? He was fighting Ronnie Garvin, or not Ronnie Garvin. He's fighting Kevin Sullivan, and Kevin Sullivan pulled his like sleeping shirt over his head, but he had gloves on, so his hands were like
Pretending
caught.
to be Scrooge.
I do not remember that, but I do believe it.
Oh,
I remember him being in it for sure.
we need to
Mr.
review
T,
that match.
starring in Charles
it's-
Dickens' Christmas Story.
It is. I pity the fool who doesn't remember Christmas. We need to review that match at some point because it's magic.
All right, Primo, kick us off, man. Let's do this.
Oh, there we go.
What up, Mr. Kate,
What up?
Tyler, sweetheart?
This is the wild child, Connor Hopkins.
This is Christian Rose. Yo, this is the
Champ.
most dope, CJ Esparza.
This is the Croc Rocket, Nickelback poppin', curls for all the girls, the Perminator, Sam Beal.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And you are listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast with DB, Primo, and AJ.
With Primo, DB, and AJ on the Sit Down Marks podcast.
And I am on the Sit Down Marks podcast, and we're going to get some perfection today.
I'll tell you what, man. I used to not be a croc guy, but then I became a croc guy.
So y'all are literally Croc Rockers, aren't you?
Yeah, we're croc
so-
rockers.
I got a pair of Crocs for Christmas, and I've made fun of them my entire life, but they're amazing. They're
are.
absolutely amazing.
This is my first pair that I had about them last year, and I wear them all the time.
Yes, they're fantastic.
I'm sure they are, but I'm gonna stick with the flip flop.
I used to be like you, Dirty. I used to be on the other side.
Embrace the croc rocking.
Yeah,
I've never said never.
And
say never.
I also am in Nickelback popping too.
I get to meet I get to meet Nickelback this summer.
Give me to San Quentin. So we meeting Chris Jericho in March.
That's still in the works. If you want to spoil it, Fozzy, or might as well just out of the bag now. Fozzy is playing in Bloomington, where Dirty and I are. Well, Dirty's like 10 minutes away, but whatever. And I might be. Well, no one I work with listens to this, so I might be. I have a media pass, and I might be using that media pass to great advantage in order for us to meet one Mr. Chris Jericho. We'll see if it actually happens.
Yes,
fingers crossed. We'll see. But that's the plan right now. I like to abuse my work privileges,
as you should. Why else? That's why they're privileges.
Yeah, that's why they're there.
Yep. All right, so to kick this show off, man, let's talk about Dreamwave Wrestling last weekend. Christian Rose, your new champion. Just some highlights of the card. Vikingo is put on one of the biggest, amazing, athletic wrestling feats. This guy was tightrope walking the ropes.
Unbelievable.
Springboards. Yeah, it was just amazing to watch. He's so athletic, so limber. He's 25 years old, too. 25. He's a AAA champion. It was kind of cool because I got to be in the room with him and Hacksaw kind of running their meet and greets before the show. And, yeah, very, very nice. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I've seen clips, the internet, but it was nothing like seeing him live. Like, holy cow, man.
It was absurd. And like I said, like we were in the back of the room. By the way, this room was packed. You could not move. It was so packed. So we were all the way in the back. Also, it was 1,000 degrees in there, that's what you want in that kind of venue. It was so packed that you could feel everything through the crowd. So whenever he did anything, and like there would be like a cheer or something like that, it was like a shockwave that would come all the way back from the crowd. It was very, very cool. It was a very cool experience. Yeah. But yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah, Raven was there. Tommy Dreamer was the surprise. Franchise Shane Douglas.
Can we talk about Shane Douglas for a second?
Sure.
I expected him to be a giant dick. And he was a lovely man. He really, really was. He was so nice and so polite. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I apologize right now for my preconceived notions about what you are as a person. Like he was amazing.
Yeah. So my thing is like when we have people like that, and I introduce myself to them, you know, I say, hey, Mr. Douglas, hi, my name is DB. You know, really appreciate you coming today. And so we're kind of handshaking a little bit, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you know, he's like, oh man, you know, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me. And next thing I know, he had pulled me in on a chest bump and threw his arm around me. And I'm like, you gotta hug the franchise at this moment, right?
He's the franchise.
Yeah, bumped up with him, right? Yeah. And like he was just like genuinely happy to be there, talking to everybody. People comes through, you know what I mean? Like, so we kind of like, it was small talk, you know, just for a second.
Sure.
Somebody else walked by. It was like, hey, you know what I mean? Because tons of people are coming at him, you know what I mean? So you just get a second with them. A lot of times, you know, Raven as well. You know, I basically said hey to Raven for a minute. Yeah. And so, you know, a lot of times, you know, people just kind of like, hey, and move on, you know? And then so I can't remember who walked up. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. So they came up, you know, like, hey, you know, and Shane comes over and says hey to him, you know. So and as I go to walk off, he kind of grabs my suit sleeve, right? And he goes, hey, he's like, hey, man, you know, nice to meet you. We'll talk again here in a little while. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, man. Thank you. No problem. Like, I didn't expect him to do that. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, man. I'm like, we all know the dick frame Shane Douglas, right? Like that's what we want to think and preconceive. You know what I mean? But
So wrong.
couldn't be further from the truth, man. He's so nice, guys.
There was one person there that I'm not going to name names. That was an absolute cunt. Is the word that I believed was used, not by me, but by someone I was standing next to. That this person was not very friendly at all. And again, not going to name names, but Tori from Top Rope Baking, Megan and I were making our way up, and we like emerged in like the middle of the crowd because we went up like this back way. And there's someone who's not very nice about where we emerged from, because apparently, you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing here? Blah, blah, blah. And Megan was like, no, we were just down in the merch room, like we're with the promotion. And this person was like, no, this is not. I really want to tell you who it was, but I'm not going to, out of politeness.
You tell him to fuck off?
Which is what we didn't get from this person. But I will say it was no one who was affiliated with Dreamwave. They're all amazing people.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Don't mind your business.
All right. So then, so it ended up being a really cool night. Yeah, the place was packed. Like it was really awesome. Like I said, I froze. I ended up saying hey to Nick Aldis later, but I froze with Nick Aldis because he was walking like kind of through the parking lot when I was coming outside of my car.
Freezing Nick Aldis.
They caught you off guard,
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught me off guard. He was walking towards the venue. I was getting something out of my car. I turned around and looked. I locked eyes with Nick, and then that realization of, holy shit, that's Nick, and it's too late to say anything. Oh, okay, bye. Didn't say anything to embarrass myself or nothing. So
that's good, because I sang hardcore country under my breath when I first saw him. I was like, yeah. He was very awesome too. Like, because we were in the same room as him, and we were right across from him. Yeah. And the time that he takes with his fans is amazing. Like, it's not just oh hi, here's a sign, here's a picture, move along. Like, he would talk to any single fan that, like, they were all in line, obviously, and he would sit there and have a conversation with them. He would talk to them, and it was just amazing to watch.
Right. Yeah, it was it was cool, man. So yeah, I was super excited to see him, and everybody else was really cool. Now, my job ended up being I got to announce the pre-show match, which was really awesome. I got to take everybody to intermission. I got to basically take the microphone from Hacksaw Jim Duggan right after his speech. So basically, you could say that I shared a ring with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, baby.
Wow!
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine what 12-year-old Dirty Bird would be thinking right now?
Oh,
maybe
God.
peeing your pants.
Yes, just pissing.
There's two things in my life, right? Like it's just blowing my mind about this whole thing, man. Like there's one that happens every time something like this happens. But the first one is yes, exactly. Like like holy cow, like 12-year-old me, like I told myself, hey man, when you're like almost 50, like you're gonna do this really cool thing, man, where you're gonna be, you know what I mean? I'll be like, that's weird, and that's crazy, you know what I mean? The other thing I was saying that always happens is man, like I wish I could tell my dad, because it would really mind blow him, like just to the moon.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's the other thing. But yeah, and it's cool, man. And and God, like Jay has gave me, like I said, Jay's gave me the best job I've ever had with Dreamwave. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah,
Jay
what a dude.
What a cool guy.
And then so look at the card next month, or for April. Fucking Ricky Morton's gonna be there. Vance Warner.
Johnny Dreamwave.
Dreamwave.
Yeah,
Speedball.
Johnny Dreamwave.
Yeah, Speedball. Nick Wayne, the young sensation, is going to be in AEW. Darby Allin's boy.
Vampiro. Let's not forget Vampiro.
And a certain guy from the Motor City Machine Guns we've talked about a lot here on the pod. Yes, Mr. Alex Shelley's going to be there, so Mike can talk to him up personal. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like I might be pooing myself at this next one more so than I was at the last one.
Yeah, and you know how Jay is, man. Like Tommy was a secret, you know what I mean. So he likes to pull things out of his pocket, but
he's a sneaky little bastard, isn't he?
I was about to say everything we just said was on the poster, so
right, yeah.
Those are the announced things.
Right, those are just they're just announced. Tickets actually went on sale this morning. Front row sold out in 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Second row sold out shortly after that, and I don't know what they got now, but
boys, when are we starting a promotion?
I'll tell you. Mike Bennett's also going to be there too. Gringo Loco's coming back. Oh man, just that's crazy, man. Like that's why it sells out, right? I mean, that's who don't want to watch that show.
Remember last year when Dreamwave was not in existence currently?
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Y'all remember the first time Hartenbauer came on this podcast and I asked him if Dreamwave would ever come back?
Yep.
Yeah, and he gave us the and I'm like, and I did the old, you saying there's a chance? And he's like,
Basically,
right?
Gave us the old wink and the old nudge.
Right. And look, and here we are. Look at this, man.
Brandon the Pod, Hartenbauer.
Hartenbauer.
Oh man, what a dude.
I was basically his bodyguard. I'm just saying.
You were, half his size. Pint-sized bodyguard.
Yep.
Man,
we're the most effective bodyguards.
You're right.
Because no one can see us.
Yeah.
Right.
And also be looking for this. I ain't gonna spoil anything, but your boy got to help shoot a promo in the back with a couple other wrestlers that were in a bit of a scuffle that'll be hitting the internet at some point. But I can't spoil anything. So just be on the lookout for some. Oh yeah, but by the way, dudes, I forgot to tell you this. It was kind of cool. I'd kind of been showing my face a lot in Dreamwave, so a little bit of small little peel back the curtain. I kind of got to go out and kind of establish who I am this past show. With the people in house, the people that always come to the show. So I got to come out and kind of let everybody know that I've been hired by Dreamwave to deliver any announcements, any business, that kind of stuff. So, because it was funny, the first couple times I was out there, just talking. I may have introduced myself, maybe not, but you hear people going, "Who the fuck are you?" You hear them, dude. You hear them. That place ain't that big,
rightfully so.
Right. Like AJ could whisper at the bathroom, and I could probably hear him in the ring. So
yeah, it's that tight.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't know how to whisper.
Right. But thank you to Dreamwave. Just an amazing, crazy weekend, man. Just couldn't. It doesn't get much better than that, and it just renews my love of wrestling every time a Dreamwave show happens, because it, Jay likes to, he tinkers with your childhood a little bit when he's looking, right? He tinkers with a little bit of when you were really into wrestling, then he kind of tinkers with, the guy you kind of know, like a sub headliners, and then he hits you with a big boy hacksaw, to just top the whole show off, you know what I mean? And he's just, he's a great booker, and we got so lucky to be a part of that, because
already forgetting us little people. It's look at it go to his head.
I said we.
You turd.
I said we, because we get to put our banners up and and talk about their podcast, and there was maybe over 500 people there. I mean,
had to be
close to 6, maybe. I don't even know.
I'm glad the fire marshal didn't show up, because I think there might have been some trouble had.
It was nuts, man. But it was awesome. So let's move on, man, because just real quickly, we'll talk about next week. Iron Spirit.
Yeah,
it's Iron Spirit time. The poster is out. We got some matches announcements coming up. Primo's about to come and see us there next week. There's the poster right there. There's your main event. Wow, on the front.
Primo's going to get to work.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be there.
He's going to show that pretty face.
Primo,
By the time I get there, won't it already be over? Like with the work part?
Oh, I hope
the ring will be up.
The ring will be up, but it still has to be taken down at the
end.
It
has to be taken down the other night.
I had to fly back home real quick.
Hope you bring your working Crocs with you because
right. Yeah, bring him working Crocs. That's funny. Yeah, so
the people are looking forward to seeing you. By the way, Primo.
My social anxiety is going to make me go crazy.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let them know you're there too. So.
Oh, I have been already.
Yeah.
I've been.
I hate you.
All right, let's talk about a couple notes, boys. Let's talk about WWE first. I only have a few notes. It looks like the Hurt Business might be getting back together.
Yep.
Liking that.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't like.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with it.
I mean, it doesn't annoy me.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Sure.
I wasn't happy that they ever broke up. So.
Yeah, I didn't understand the breakup either.
I think this time it needs to be a little bit bigger of a faction, like add Street Profits or add just to make it a little bit more bigger, solid this time. I think.
Yeah.
But,
an actual stable.
Yeah. Right. Do you guys like fucking Edge kept hitting Beth on the ass when they were coming out?
She got pissed, apparently.
She got mad. She did, dude. I can't blame her.
So, am I the only one that doesn't care about Beth Phoenix? I really don't. I try to be a fan. I try to like her. I'm just
I've always liked Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, I like old Glamazon Beth Phoenix. She don't add anything to the product now.
See, I don't think so either.
Personally, I don't like the whole grit couple thing. Like I like them both, and I just don't. That's not how I want to see my Edge right now.
Your Edge right now, yeah. He can exist on his own. And I wasn't a fan of the Glamazon when she was the Glamazon either. I was like,
I was, but it's just
I didn't dislike her.
I'm not saying I like girls. I like them.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like them Nikita Lyonses.
I just think that I think that he could be in another high profile storyline instead of this me and my wife are gonna beat you up.
Right.
The
Poppy on Steamboat. Yeah, I agree too. Lita coming out made no sense. Like why?
I actually said that when it happened. I was like, okay,
all right, cool.
It didn't do anything, and they didn't explain anything.
Nope.
And they just kind of ended the show.
It's like, oh, there's Lita.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing that I really wanted to talk about in WWE this week. I mean, there was some cool stuff, like the Cody promo was cool, Sammy promo was cool.
Sure.
Did you see Gigi Dolan get her just face kicked in?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The recreation of Marty and Sean.
Yes.
Yeah.
The door didn't break, so there's like, oh, we're just kick her in the face. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Apparently, they got Sean's permission too.
Oh, to do it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, maybe he knew the door wasn't going to break, so he's like, okay, yeah, go ahead. I'll also just Hoover directly in the face.
It's like, if you're going to do it, you need to kick the shit out of her.
Oh, they did. That was nasty. She is fine though, according to all reports. Like she's good. Like her face is
fine, or she fine.
She is fine, actually. Gigi Dolan. I love Gigi Dolan.
Which one is she? She the orange one or the?
She's the orange one. The orange one.
She's the orange one. Yeah.
Which one is she? She's the one with the face kicked in right now.
Yeah.
So last thing before we get to Elimination Chamber, unless you guys got anything. So give me an update. You guys liking the bloodlines folding inch by inch, kind of each show.
Love it.
This is good shit, right?
Yeah, they're doing it good.
What are they gonna do though? Because they're in real danger of not ruining Cody. I guess is because I don't want the fans to turn on Cody because I still think it's the right call for Cody to beat Roman Reigns. But how do you do that with Sami there? Like how? Like and make it okay with the fans?
Because he's becoming like white hot and like Daniel Bryan level.
Yeah, like where you cannot
you cannot deny him, right?
You can't deny him at this point.
Yeah. That's true, man. That's true.
50 fans in the ring saying yes.
I mean, and it's nothing that WWE did incorrectly because it just happened organically. Like,
this has been building though since Sammy came to WWE. Like,
yes, like this is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Everybody is always championed for Sammy. He's just finally in that position.
yes, but it's at such the wrong time because there's Cody right there who
Right,
who should be the one to beat Roman Reigns.
Right.
That in itself is a fantastic story. Like Cody Rhodes coming back and fulfilling his father's fucking dream. That's an amazing storyline.
Sure.
But at the same time, it might be ruined because Sami Zayn is right there. I don't know. It's a good problem for them to have.
Yeah. I mean, Sammy don't win in an elimination chamber, right?
I can't see it. No.
I don't see it either.
No. WrestleMania 20, we had a triple threat match for the main event.
I can't see that happening either because who wins that? Because if that's the case, the fans will riot and turn on Cody if he wins over Sami Zayn.
Yeah, if they put Sammy in that title match,
it's a no-win situation.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah,
in the best possible way, though,
right?
Because all of it is awesome.
It's the big babyface story plan versus the all of a sudden white hot storyline, the best of last 5 years, probably.
The fans, what the fans want and need or clamoring for versus what they have going. That's actually also a good story.
Yeah, that's fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Roman Reigns is getting shoved down our throats again. It's or like someone who's genuinely over and genuinely awesome. And
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. All right, Primo, read those Elimination Chamber matches real quick, man. Let's make some quick predictions on them. See what we're thinking.
So, let's start off real hot here.
Let's do it.
Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
I'm gonna say Bobby Lashley.
Me too.
Man.
And the Hurt Business interferes.
Yeah, as I say, it's time for him to win.
I don't want Bobby. I like Bobby Lashley as a face. I always have liked Bobby Lashley as a face. He's a good heel too, though. He's
come to a breaking point. Like he's been like pushed since he got lost the U.S. Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like finally it's like, oh, you know what? Enough of this bullshit. I'm gonna fuck you up and with my crew.
Yeah. So Bobby Lashley with the reformation of the Hurt Business. I
can see this going on to Mania too after this.
Oh yeah,
Lashley and Lesnar Mania.
Well,
yeah,
and if especially if Lesnar loses, he's gonna be like, yeah, Mania. So
watch Paul Heyman come out with Brock after the Bloodline breaks up, right?
Paul Heyman, eh?
Well, yeah, it's his bread and butter, dude.
Right? Yeah, so he goes right back to him.
Yeah, he knows who writes the paychecks.
Paychecks, see.
So next up, we were just talking about them, the Grit couple, Edge and Beth Phoenix, versus Phineas Baloris and Rhea's Ripleyus.
Finn takes the pin. You can't have Rhea lose. Like she's not going to lose.
Right.
That's true. That's a good point.
So Finn.
Unfortunately,
So Edge and Beth Phoenix, obviously, and Finn will eat the pin as he should in this situation.
Yeah, I agree. Then let's get rid of the couples bullshit.
Yeah, no more.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously Finn and Rhea aren't going to do it again because Rhea's got other plans at WrestleMania.
Rhea is on the verge of being just an absolute megastar. So I don't see her being in the Judgment Day that much longer.
She don't know I got some big plans.
Mommy.
Judgment Day is very mid-cardy.
That was a country song for you, AJ.
I hated it every second of it. Yeah. Like I like the Judgment Day, but they're firmly mid-card bollocks. Like Rhea Ripley's going to have to leave it.
And yeah, that was just because the other faction in WWE right now is so strong.
She'll elevate it with the title though after Mania.
But it shouldn't be elevated. It's the Judgment Day. Like, and as much as I love Finn Balor, he is a mid-carder at this point in time, and will remain a mid-carder for the rest of his career, despite my fantasy bookings of him. So I don't think that they should be elevated. I think they should stay a mid-card faction. I just don't think Rhea Ripley can be in it anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we have the first of two Elimination Chamber matches. This is the Women's Elimination Chamber featuring Raquel Rodriguez.
What's the
Liv Morgan.
Winner gets a title shot.
a shot at
Awarded.
Bianca.
I'm sorry. Yeah. They'll get a shot at Bianca. Whoever
Okay.
wins gets to go to Mania against Bianca.
Yeah.
Word.
So it's
Okay.
Raquel, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Asuka, Natalia, and Carmella, returning Carmella.
Yeah.
So it's Asuka, right? Like
Yeah.
it's Asuka.
Yeah. Asuka makes the best pop, best match, best new champ, makes all the
Right.
sense.
Yes, which means it's going to be Carmella.
FABULOU. Everybody goes, what?
When she came out, all I did was talk to Mrs. Primo, and I was like, look, let's listen to, because I can't blame him. If my wife was coming out, I'd be marking out too. So I'm just like, let's listen to Corey. Let's listen to Corey put over his wife for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, he did.
Right. Yeah.
Which I don't even dislike Carmella. It's just Asuka.
No, yeah.
Asuka's
funny.
Probably my favorite wrestler. Period. So
she's awesome.
I love her so
and we
much.
haven't had Asuka like a legit proper Asuka versus Bianca feud. Have we?
Especially a badass Asuka.
Right.
So yeah, Asuka.
The second Elimination Chamber match. This one's for the United States Championship. The champion Austin Theory will be defending against Seth freaking Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. Austin retains.
I'm torn between either Montez Ford or Austin. I think Montez Ford is primed for a singles push.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they got other plans for Austin Theory too, so I feel like he's going to lose without losing. You know what I mean? Not take the pin.
I mean, he has to. How is he going to lose? How is he going to get out of the Elimination Chamber without taking a pin, though? Like an injury angle, like what they did. with Lashley?
Because it's that's right. Because it goes up, so he'd definitely have to go.
He's
going to be one of the last. He's going to be one of the last two, right?
I'm gonna go with Austin Theory retaining.
I think he retains. Because the only other thing that I would like to see happen is Seth Rollins take in. We all know that's not going to fucking happen.
No, it won't. Okay, so Bronson Reed then. Bronson Reed, get
Tsunami. Okay.
You know what? For fuck's sake, I'm gonna take Johnny Gargano.
You shut the fuck
up.
You know he can. So Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, and fucking what are the fucking Top Dollar and Beef? They can all get fired again.
I thought you were gonna say get fucked.
No, I mean that too. But just go away. You go.
All of you get fucked.
Just go get fucked. Go get group
fired.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like Bronson Reed, I don't like at all. Fucking, I already forgot their name. Again, you just said it like a second ago. Hit Row can absolutely go get fucked.
Sure.
And Johnny Gargano, like
their stupid velvet pajamas.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Hit Row. Like Jesus Christ. And DB, you pulled me to your side about the whole Johnny Gargano thing. I'm like, I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Know,
you suck, dude. You are so bland.
But he looks like a guy, like a United States.
Now here's a guy.
Kind of guy. So anyway.
Yeah, fuck up. Get fired again.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about it in the main event. The WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. The champion Roman Reigns will take on and defend against white hot babyface Sami Zayn.
So problematic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean Roman Reigns, but
so I think the way that this either here's the deal. Here's what I think is gonna happen. I'm gonna try to book it right here. Jay gave him the little fist bump on SmackDown.
Loved it.
But Jay's not turning on the Bloodline.
I don't think so either.
Jay's gonna fuck over Sami Zayn. And he's gonna think Jay has his back, but he doesn't. So, and that's the way that this can move forward.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. I think that works too. Yeah. I think Roman wins though. Like,
he's got to win
for sure. Yeah.
And, has Kevin returned yet?
He wasn't on last week, I don't think.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, so what I'm saying is maybe he gets beaten down at the end and KO returns for the save, leading to a possible KO Sami Zayn versus Usos at WrestleMania.
That would be such a letdown, though. I mean, I would love it, but that's not.
I mean, that's the cop out.
Yeah, that is a cop out.
That seems like the best play if you're not going to put the title on Sammy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
right.
the next best play because he'll still get a title. You can still kind of play out the storyline, and and Cody still, those assholes are going to chant Sami Zayn when Cody's holding the title up anyway. Watch, but
No, sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
there's the two toxic fan bases in the world: wrestling fans and Philadelphia Eagles fans. Two worst fan bases.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right. Probably not
I mean,
wrong.
these fuckers? They chanted. They were booing the Walter Payton Man of the Year yesterday at Super Bowl. What such idiots!
They rioted in Philadelphia. It's like, that's your own town, idiots. What are you doing?
Oh my god! But yeah, and then wrestling fans, we're toxic altogether.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh, also, we apologize profusely if there's any Philadelphia Eagles fans listening right now. We don't mean you.
Hey,
we mean
I'm a Dallas
ones.
fan, so fuck off.
I'm a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah. So that's why he was mad because Dak Prescott was the one getting.
No, look, it could have been Andrew Whitworth. It could have been anybody. Like I'm saying, but it's just disrespectful.
Yeah, how do you boo that?
Have some class.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it's Walter Payton Man of the Year. Like, come on.
Right.
I get it. All right, if you guys got anything else, man, hit that game show music. Let's play a little.
Wait, hold on. Anything you guys care about in AEW? Because I don't.
No.
Not a thing.
I was actually glad you didn't bring it up because I had nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Me neither.
The Guns are new tag champs. That was awesome. All right, good stuff. Almost slid in on the breakdown there. All right, boys. It's back to AJ's favorite game. At least I think so. But
fuck yeah.
Back to Last Man Standing. I got a really cool category for you guys today. So if you guys just want to sit back and cross your arms, I'll let you guys know about the category here, and I'll let you think about it here for just a quick second. All right, so as I was at Dreamwave last weekend, I started thinking, man, I was in there with, all those guys from ECW. I started thinking about the ECW heavyweight title. So, boys, today you guys are going to be giving me former ECW heavyweight championship title holders. Now, a couple facts to help you out. The first champion, now this is going to run all the way back to 1992 when it was Eastern, all the way up through WWE when it was Eastern Championship Wrestling. The first champion was in 1992. The last champion was in 2010. This includes eras from the WWE, NWA, ECW, obviously Eastern Championship Wrestling. There was 32 former champs combined. 13 of them was under WWE.
Okay.
All right. AJ, I think you are reigning champion, I believe, going into today, if that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We'll let you kick us off.
Well, we'll go with the nice gentleman, the franchise Shane Douglas.
There we go. Of course, he's on there.
Okay, well, I guess I can just go with Dreamer.
Of course, Tommy Dreamer.
How about old Bobo Lasho?
Under WWE. Yep, of course.
How about old Matto Hardo?
Yes, he was.
Where is the big show?
That's correct. The second ECW champion under WWE's banner.
CM Punk.
Of course, CM Punk under WWE.
The Sandman.
Oh, yeah. A couple times.
RVD.
The very first WWE ECW champion.
Terry Funk.
Oh, yeah. The legend.
Primo, I've got like 12 more.
I hate you. Taz.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Kurt Angle.
ECW champ. Oh, yeah, he was. There he is. Yep.
Don't play with me like that.
I'm
Yeah.
getting ready to hit that buzzer.
Yeah, he was on there. Primo?
Take a shot in the dark here. Cactus Jack. I have
Let's
another
see.
one, but it's okay.
Don't see Cactus Jack on
Damn.
the list. AJ, you want to throw out a few more?
We'll go Mike Awesome.
Very good.
I believe Sabu at one point was ECW champion.
Oh, God, yeah.
Chris Benoit? Was he ECW champ? Okay.
Nope.
What about John Morrison?
Yes.
John
Yes.
Morrison was?
What about Kane?
Of course. Yep,
Kane,
Kane.
yeah.
See, I was. Those are other ones. I had some. I just thought Cactus Jack was.
Okay, old school, real quick. Snuka was the first one.
Yep.
Don Morocco, Tito Santana, Mikey Whipwreck, Raven, who I was just with last week. Bam Bam Bigelow, Masato Tanaka, Just Incredible, Jerry Lynn, Steve Carino.
Damn, I didn't think of Just Incredible.
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn. I had Jerry Lynn up there.
Or
somewhere,
fucking
too.
Rhino.
Under WWE, how about Chavo Guerrero?
Oh, Chavo.
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
Yeah,
Christian.
Christian, yep.
Vince McMahon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
What up, G? Is that when he did that?
Do-rag McMahon.
I fucking hated that.
All right, and then there's one that we refer to often, and then do you know who the very last ECW champion was?
Last one in 2010.
Yep.
I thought it was Bobby
Lashley?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley.
It was Ezekiel Jackson.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Jackson.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I forgot about that.
The other one we forgot was
Yes.
the people.
Fucking purple hat.
Yep.
I love my purple hat.
I
I love my purple hat.
love
So
my
AJ
purple
will
hat.
retain. Good job, sir. Very good.
Woo! It's my
Another one
game.
for the old AJ-ster.
Hell yeah! I might
All right,
suck at
boys.
music class, but I got that one.
Let's move on, Primo, if you're ready, man. Triple H music time. Let's update the King of the Mountain.
Time to play the game!
All right, so late breaking news: the King of the Mountain is going to end at WrestleMania. So we got to getting on this streak that AJ's got going here. So let's update from last week. Well, actually 2 weeks ago, going into last week, AJ was up to Primo and I was sitting at 0. Now going into that, we picked a UFC fight where a guy named Nakamura was in a UFC fight. So obviously we all picked him. Yes, of course he won. He knocked out the guy in the first round. So that would take AJ to 3, Primo to 1, and myself to 1. Coming in to this week, Saturday, February the 18th at 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock Central. We got a little women's Big 12 basketball game to choose from here. The number 23 Iowa State Cyclones, Iowa, that's where Seth Rollins is from. There you go, the Iowa State Seth Rollins versus the Baylor Bears from Texas, Bay Adam Cole, baby. There it is. All right, so the Baylor Adam Cole. All right, boys, so a little factoids. Baylor's the home team, okay? Iowa State is ranked. They are number 21 in the nation. They are 15-7. Baylor, the home team, not ranked, 16-8. AJ, you're the streak leader, man. What do you want to do?
Well, fuck Texas. We're gonna go Iowa State.
All right. Primo, I'll let you go next today, man. You staying with the home state Baylor Bears? Lady
Well,
Bears?
not only is Waco near home to me, like literally near home to me.
It's like right
I went to the sister college of Baylor. So I gotta go with Baylor.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I'm gonna just toss up either. Am I more of a Seth Rollins guy or an Adam Cole guy? That's tough, man.
That is tough.
That's really tough. But one of the best in the world right now, Seth Rollins. So I'm going Iowa State.
If Baylor had been in a if Baylor had been in a different state, I might have chosen Baylor. Really, I'm just picking against the state of Texas.
All right, good stuff. All right, AJ, you're up, man. It's time for your segment. You got that robot guy to do a little gimmick for you here to start us off. Let's see.
This robot
doing the gimmick.
Doing the thing.
AJ's segment about two half-naked guys that just want their slice of pie of the week.
Oh, I'm hooked now. You got me. What's going on with this?
Not only are they two half-naked guys who want their slice of pie, they're two half-naked beefy men named Goldberg and Meng who would just really like a slice of Little Caesars pie that came with WWE or WCW trading cards that I was really jealous that I didn't ever have as a kid. And I'm still kind of mad that I don't have them. I looked for them on eBay and they are absurdly expensive. People apparently are like, I have Little Caesars WCW cards, a full set. Fuck you with your $100. So in this particular advertisement, we have Goldberg and Meng, or Ming, or Mung, however you want to say it, fighting and then enjoying a lovely slice of pizza together.
We're back with WCW. Goldberg's in trouble. Ming to the throat. Back he goes to the turnbuckle. Into the gut. But Goldberg rebounds with a headbutt. Ming on the outside. Ming gets a tear. Goldberg gets a tear. This could get ugly. They're gonna eat pizza.
Little Caesars WCW meal. Get a free WCW motion card when you order 2 medium pizzas for just $9.99. Collect all 4.
Pizza.
I'll trade you these 3 for Goldberg.
So there are 2 things that I love about that. One is Ming to the throat. So apparently throat punches are allowed in this commercial. And 2, Ming's casual. Nope. when he wants to trade for
I'll trade Goldberg. You too for Goldberg.
Nope.
Meng.
And that's just funny to me because Meng is like one of the like notoriously actual badasses in wrestling history.
Yeah.
And to see him eating pizza and going, nope, just makes me laugh. I enjoy that. So if you can go find that commercial, I highly recommend it.
So here's some facts on the back of a couple of these cards. We got Goldberg at the time. This is 1999, by the way. Goldberg, because it's in his all rights reserved WCW and NWO trademarks. Little Caesars. Goldberg, he was standing at 6'4", 285 they calling him from Tulsa, Oklahoma, with the signature maneuver, the Jackhammer.
Yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page standing at 6'5", 253, hometown of Jersey Shores. Signatures the Diamond Cutter. And then you have Hollywood Hogan standing 6'7", 275, hometown of Venice Beach, California. Signature maneuver is big boot to the face and leg drop.
Leg drop, yeah. That ad would probably work these days because there's so many Little Caesars that are popping back up everywhere now. So
and the owner of Little Caesars is a lovely man, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever eat Little Caesars?
Yes.
It's like that whole, how quickly do you want diarrhea? Like, do you want it like right now?
Here's what I say. Yeah. There's tiers to pizza, right? So now, not to be rude to Little Caesars, but they're not gourmet. So on the, you gotta think of gourmet, chain, and trash pizza. So trash pizza being Little Caesars, Chuck E. Cheese, CC's Pizza. I would say Little Caesars is top tier of the trash tier.
Yes,
You know?
yes, I would agree with that. They're verging on mediocre.
Or they're upper middle
exactly.
class.
And I will eat
Yes.
them. That's good. A good $5 large.
Absolutely.
Ready? Yeah.
But just have a turlet nearby because you're gonna need to make use of said turlet very soon after you eat Little Caesars pizza. But again, $5 for a large, you can just walk right in, be like, "Hey, give me some diarrhea for $5."
We
They'll be
went-
like, "Here, it's already ready."
This is a true story. The other day we have this place here in where I live called Tony's New York Pizza. We get that a lot. We really like that place, and
that'll be $10. Tony's New York Pizza.
Yeah, it is $10. And and this is really good pizza. And my daughter actually complained, and she said, why don't we ever get Little Caesars anymore?
Right, because they want that garbage.
God love her.
Yeah, they want all that sugar in the sauce.
Fuck yeah. Wait, they put sugar in their sauce? I don't care. It's garbage, but I love it.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff there, AJ. You want to play the merch while you're rolling there, brother?
We have merch. We have t-shirts. We have sweatshirts. We have notebooks, stickers, headbands, tanks, like actual tanks that roll around in the streets.
Yeah,
not tank
bazookas,
tops.
Bazookas, umbrellas.
Yes. We have couches.
Guitars.
You can find all this on tpublic.com/stores/sit-down-marks. That site once again is tpublic.com/stores/sit-down-and-marks.
Hey guys, this is Mr. Havens, the Argyle assassin himself, giving them all the shivers.
This is the one and only Mike Hartenbauer.
This is Space Jesus Billy Starks.
This is referee Dan Perch.
What's up, bozos? This is Trevor Outlaw. You can address me as yours rudely. And you're listening to the Sit Down Marks podcast.
You guys are listening to Sit Down Marks podcast.
You're listening to Sit Down Marks podcast.
Come celebrate pro wrestling right here on the Sit Down Marks podcast.
With DB, Primo, and AJ.
With DB, Primo, and AJ.
With Primo, DB, and AJ.
And you're listening to DB, Primo, AJ here on the Sit Down Marks podcast, the best podcast for professional wrestling.
Oh God, that got me, man. It got me.
All right, so
I was like,
we'll move on.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta stop laughing before this is over.
That's all good. Time for some headlines for February 13th edition.
Nothing like a good news giggle.
So I got a few here. First off, Booker T has officially announced his in-ring retirement, saying that his Royal Rumble appearance will be officially his last time lacing up the boots.
Way to go! It's a good way to go out.
Thank you, Booker. And
Yes,
one of my favorites of all time. Like
I love Booker T.
I love Booker T.
Although Stevie Ray was useless, Booker T was
so
so good.
Well, I was gonna say I was a big fan of Harlem Heat too back in the day,
but because of Booker T.
Yeah,
like fuck you, Stevie Ray.
Yeah, he was the Shawn Michaels. Stevie was.
Oh my God, yes.
Next up, you're talking earlier about Hurt Business. MVP actually would like to see the Hurt Business eventually versus the Bloodline, and wants to work with the likes of Carmelo Hayes in the future.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that'd be a cool
I can
pairing.
see that. Yeah.
I'm on board.
Lastly, here on the headlines, we have Eddie Kingston has been pulled from the Defy Year 6 event due to an injury he sustained.
Are you sure?
He hasn't been on TV much lately.
It's because he keeps annoying people, and they're like, "Shut up, Eddie! Just be happy for 2 seconds."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Fuck.
So also on that note, we also have some not so news. So let's start off with Florida's sex ed curriculum now will be limited only to Edge and Lita's live sex celebration. You know that extreme slapping championship or whatever?
Yes.
Vince McMahon wants to launch his own extreme slap fighting promotion called the XSL. And lastly,
That fucking drum.
Ric Flair of all people. Back in the day, you know what they say? Oldest ride, longest line.
That's right.
Ric Flair has been ordered by a judge to return all those stolen kisses.
That is so stupid. Oh my god.
Ooh, that's all we got for today's headlines. That's February 13th edition. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
That was my favorite headlines edition ever. It was.
I'm gonna just puke.
Oh my god.
That drum. Oh my god.
Yeah. Damn. Oh god. All right. Here we go.
Can we have more of that going forward, please?
Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely. Don't ever get rid of that. That's love it. Love it. All right. Primo, give us that preview of next week, brother.
Okay.
How you doing? This is the Corn Man, Corn Boy, aka Captain Carrot. You are listening to Sit Down Marks with DB, Primo, and AJ.
Yeah.
All right. As I get ready to embark on my voyage to the Midwest for some Iron Spirit Pro, we will talk about the card thus far and what prairie grillers are in the Midwest. They're so delicious.
Amazing is what they are.
Michael will join us for the WWE Elimination Chamber reactions and to play a game of squared circle questions, and will probably be wrong about everything he says. That's Michael, by the way.
Michael.
Join us next week right here, same Lucha Daddy time, same Lucha Daddy channel. Thanks for hanging out. Go support your local independent wrestling show. Once again, happy Valentine's Day to all you mamas out there.
That's right. Happy Valentine's to all the mamas, all the lovers. Take your lady to a nice restaurant. Buy her some flowers, all the good things. On the way out, man. I want to say thank you again to Dreamwave Wrestling for just an amazing weekend, letting us be a part of it. Letting us give out our stuff, put our banners up at the show. It just had an absolute blast. On the way out, boys, I want to tell you too. You guys know that I work in Champaign and I listen to Champaign radio stations. And while I was out at work today, they were talking about the WWE house show that we're going to while Primo's here next Saturday. They announced 3 people for the show. They said your SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair will be there. They said the monster among men will be there, Braun Strowman. And then the last one, I was like, "No, this one you're gonna like this one." And they go, and I'm pretty sure they said the main event is going to be the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's dope. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Card subject to change, of course, but they're local radio about a week and a half out. So I was like, nice. Thank you.
I've never seen Cody Rhodes before. This will be fucking cool.
I know, right? It's definitely cool. That
I don't remember. I mean, I went to Raw back in 2013. I don't remember if he was on the card or not. It was the Raw I went to was back in 2013 before Daniel Bryan challenged John Cena at SummerSlam, and he had to go through the. Brad Maddox ordered him to go through the gauntlet of people.
Yeah,
yeah.
And also Brie Bella had a nips up.
Oh yeah, yep. I think I've seen every iteration of Cody throughout the years, like Stardust, Legacy, everything.
I have not. I've never seen him live, so that'll be cool.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, man. So that'd be awesome. So that's coming up for us. So everybody out there, keep spreading the good word of wrestling. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter at SitDownMarks, on Instagram, DB_SitDownMarks. And thank you to Thomas Bryce and everyone listening on SportsWire Online Radio. And remember to leave us a review on the platform that you are listening from right now. And last thing here before we go home, go buy our couches, man. Go buy our couches.
Yeah, they're so comfy.
The Sit Down Marks couches.
Or if you're over the age of 60, they're called Davenports.
Go sit on AJ's face.
Oh, all right, boys. You guys got anything else, man?
No.
Nope.
All right. And happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Enjoy Elimination Chamber. We'll see everybody back here, right here, next week. Thanks for hanging out. AJ, take us home, brother.
Fuck. Hold on. Give me one. Hold on. Wait.
Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney. Go
I didn't
back.
have
Balls
one.
Mahoney.
I
Balls
forgot.
Mahoney.
No, that's what happens.
Balloons.
That's what happens when you sit down on AJ's face on the couch. It says Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney.
That's why we're talking.